She served Lucifer since the age of 8 with Erica Mukasa Kimani, right? Now, a lot of y'all don't know, but I already did a reaction to part of this video. This is actually my second reaction, right? I did 2 reactions so far to the first parts of this video. This video is a 3-hour interview where this guy, his channel's called We Need to Talk. He's interviewing an ex-Satanist who was a female, right? We reacted to this part about the sorcery through her grandmother. We talked about her being initiated at 8 years old, meaning the angel of death. Now we're at the point where we're talking about the angel of death working with celebrities, right? Hee hee. Yeah, if y'all know who that is, bro, that's who we about to be talking about right now. So let's get into this video. You smell me.
He told me that he's working with other
When she says he, she means the angel of death.
celebrities. And I asked him, which celebrity? By then, that celebrity was alive. And there is a video that he did with, he was, should I mention the name?
It's up to y'all.
It's up to him. It's really up to Ezekiel.
But I'll tell him after.
Yeah, it's fine.
after. So this celebrity was a break dancer. He even went and he had a surgery. He changed from black to white. I think people will know he was a king of pop. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Hey, without
told me that
you can't get around that.
yes. He told me that celebrity was in covenant with him. That's why every time he would perform, people would collapse and die on his concerts. Some people would be offered as a sacrifice. He would.
Now, I had to look this up real quick, right? Now, you know Google ain't gonna tell the full truth, but what they still tell us is actually kind of crazy. They said they said there's no evidence that anyone ever died. But here's what they do say. It was common for thousands of fans to faint at his concert due to a combination of heat, dehydration, and the sheer emotional intensity of seeing the superstar. The most notable injury event occurred at a 1988 concert in Liverpool, where 1,550 people were treated for injuries after a crowd surged, with 40 people requiring hospitalization. Now, I'm sure that people probably did get unalive, but let's say that they didn't. Let's say no one actually passed away, right? That is still crazy. This many people fainting at the concert, bro, that is crazy. So let's get back to the video. Lego.
The angel of death will come and steal their life, the energy, that life force from those people. And those people would end up still going to hell because they did not die in Christ.
Now keep in mind, this girl is a Christian now. So that's her ideology. But understand this, you cannot blame her for being a Christian. If you just got done working with the forces of evil, right? Especially because understand that these evil people do mention stuff like Christ and Jesus, and they do make you renounce the Bible. They do make you renounce God and stuff, but they make you do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's because although Christianity is not the highest truth, there is truth inside there. And the original teachings of Christ did combat all that evil stuff. So if you was working against Christians for a big period of your life, but you want to stop being an evil person, you're going to think that Christianity is the full truth. You're going to think that. I mean, because she was leaving her body doing evil stuff, right? Like causing accidents. I think we're going to get to that soon because there's a point that says Erica causing accidents, right? She would do this out of body. Satan separates Erica's soul from the body, right? She talks about these things. So with her, she's leaving her body doing evil stuff. I cannot imagine that you would be doing evil stuff, leaving your body, and then once you stop being evil, you think it's still okay to leave your body. Although it is, you just came from the most evil stuff ever, bro. Of course you're gonna run to Christ. Of course you're gonna. If I was her, bro, I would do the same as that shit. I'd be a pastor at this point. What are we talking about? I wouldn't be doing what the fuck I'm doing right now. So that's why I'm saying, although she's a Christian, don't knock her for that shit. That's her ideology now because she just got done doing some evil ass shit. So of course she's gonna be Christian now. You feel me?
So now, and he would also collect people with, not everybody, Satan, when he's stealing, when a thief is coming to steal, they will go for the best. So those people you see collapsing on those concerts, those are people with bright futures. Those people with gifts, people with, people's destinies.
Big destiny.
Big destinies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
when they go where the enemy is and he finds an opportunity to steal, he will automatically do that and then steal their destinies, steal their life, steal, because that's his mission. He came to steal, kill, and to destroy.
And once he's stolen,
Yes.
he gives to these other ones who are willing to sell their souls.
And then they will rise up in their careers, in whatever they are doing. And when you see that celebrity's life, it said that he could have also drugged himself. You see,
Yes.
the same scenario. They don't have peace. They are not happy. They are miserable. They're in bondage. They are sickly. They have, when you're serving the enemy, he can give you a sickness that only you has in the whole world. Like even the name of that sickness is strange. Like I've seen these celebrities, the names of their illnesses. Whoa, you can't even pronounce it. It's so,
Yes.
it's terrible. Yeah, so
Yes.
he told me I work with celebrities, and he was also musical. He said I also sing and I also travel through music. So there is some music that people sing and play in their cars, and I cause accidents because they will have transported me. And you listen to the message in the music and the beats, and I know that is mine. I'll just come and do a quick job. So that's what he told me. And he said, now I want you at some point, you will join some people and you'll be able to promote the things that belong to our kingdom, because now that your grandmother has brought you to us, you have become part of us.
No.
Yeah, so from there, I went back home, a changed person. I hated the things of God. I did not want to pray. So my parents did not understand why I was not so excited about going to church on Sunday. I would get an excuse if I don't have good clothes to, use when I'm going to church. Today I'm not feeling fine. My head is aching and all that. And I started falling sick. Those are the symptoms of people who are in bondage. They're always...
A lot of y'all haven't seen the first two reactions, so y'all don't know this, but her parents were Christian, her grandmother is not Christian. And that's you got to just watch the last two reactions. Go to my Genie.reacts playlist. We're going to see it inside there, bro. Watch the first two reactions, and then you can also watch this one. I don't care what order you watch it in, bro, but her story is wild, bro. You just got to see it.
Sick, in and out of hospital. If you see that, okay, it's normal sometimes to fall sick, but when it is constant, today is this sickness, tomorrow is another sickness, the other day is this one, and the doctors don't even know what they are dealing with. That's what was now happening to me. And all this happened to me until I turned 11. And now when I turned 11, they saw how committed I was. The first accident I caused, I was 8. So I started causing accidents. But
Could you take me back? What you said causing accidents. What would this look like? You would come out of your body, you would go to a place, and you would make incantations. How did you cause an accident?
Okay. So now when I got back from my grandmother's village, I went back home. So that Sunday, we went to church. And when we went to church, before we go to school, the pastor would call all the children to be prayed for before they are sent back to school. And I had come a weekend before going back to school. So it's Sunday, and then Monday we are all going back to school. And as pastor is praying for the children, he was shocked. I fell down and I started manifesting. And he looked at me. He knows my mother, my dad, they are all born again, and they are Sunday school teachers, and I'm manifesting like an adult who's fully possessed. So my pastor prayed a bit, but because they were...
Funny enough, last night, I was actually in the astral, and I performed the exorcism. The person was definitely manifesting like crazy for a fact, too.
Many children, he moved on.
This is why I say, like, although I'm not a Christian, and although the dogma of Christianity nowadays is like, half true, half lies. There is some true shit. You really can pray for a person and have them start manifesting demons and then cast them out. That's a real thing.
Going to praying for the rest of the children, and said, I know her parents. I'll talk to her parents and we'll see how we can help her. So when my mom came back from Sunday school, pastor called my mom and he told my mom, I have sensed something is not right with your child, because as I was praying for the children, your daughter fell down and she started manifesting with evil spirits. My mom said, that's a lie. My daughter could have seen somebody falling down maybe somewhere and then she also imitated. I will talk to her. She will not repeat it again. That's a lie. My child cannot be possessed.
Wow.
So now,
What?
my mom came and
They better stop forgetting where she just came from. She just came from your grandmother, and I'm pretty sure that they were aware. Because I'm pretty sure it's the dad's mom, and the dad's mom didn't like how the dad chose to be a Christian. And that's why because I think the dad was supposed to be like the next warlock of the family, but he became a Christian, so the grandma initiated the daughter, which is Erica. That mom better not forget who her mother-in-law is. Or like, that can't be my child. Do you know who your mother-in-law is? Come on now.
she started now rebuking me. Why did you throw yourself down? Why now again she angered me because I expected her to help me with the pastor, because I saw the pastor had a desire to help me. But now there are some parents who always protect their children, even if they see them do something wrong, they will not accept that their child has done it. So
Wow.
that happened, and that day I did not get help.
But he was asking how did you cause the
Yes.
accident?
So now we are coming from church that Sunday and we are walking back home. And now as we are walking back home, there is this car that is coming from the opposite side. Our parents were not financially stable, so we would walk like 2 kilometers, that place. Yeah, so we would walk 2 kilometers to church and back home. So now we are walking, and there is this vehicle that is coming ahead of us. It's overspeeding, and I decide to astral project. I get out of my body, and then I would hit the driver, and then the driver would see, they would see either maybe they have seen they are going to knock a car or they are going to knock a child. When I would strike somebody spiritually, I would affect their vision, and then
That's why I be telling y'all, bro, leaving your body does not inherently have to be spiritual. It just comes down to energy and psychological development and psychic development. This girl has the power of demons flowing through her. She can easily just pop out her body. I think she said she was freaking walking and just popped out her body, caused the accident, came back to her body like nothing happened. She just left lickety split to do some evil shit. Is that spiritual to you? Is that of the spirit to you? Is that her acting from her spirit to you? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. You feel me? That's why I said leaving your body is not inherently spiritual, because you could be evil as shit and do that. If you're actually of the spirit, if you're actually in tune with your spirit, you're not gonna be doing no evil shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all see what I mean?
see like they are going to either knock something or somebody, and then now because of that the car is overspeeding and it's sloping, and he steps on the brakes and the car starts overturning. So that's what happened. Now that time that accident happened, I was walking ahead of my parents because my mom had been shouting at me for falling down in church. So now I'm annoyed, I'm angered, and the only way I have to cool down, because now it's not me in my body anymore. The evil spirits have occupied my body, so I have to cool down after seeing blood. So from that time, every time I would be annoyed, the only thing that would cool me down is to see blood.
No.
Wow.
So now I'm standing in front and I'm ahead of them. The vehicle's overturning. My mom has thrown my brother on the other side. They are trying to avoid the scene so that they are not also involved in the accident, because they don't know how long the vehicle is going to stop overturning. Me, I'm standing. My mom is calling me, Erica, can't you see the car? You know, she's trying to tell me to move, but I'm not moving. I'm just looking at the car and I'm standing firm, straight. I'm concentrating. The other thing my mom didn't know is that when somebody has astral projected and you move them, they cannot be able to come into their body. Yeah. So when you're going to do it and you know you're with people, you do it very fast, and that causes a lot of headache. So, because we are not supposed to move out, in and out of our bodies. God created our spirit, soul, and body to be together. So now the enemy is now.
Once again, that's just her doctrine, right? Even inside the Bible, there's people in the spirit all the time. When they say that he was in the spirit, they usually mean that he was in his spiritual body, right? He left his body, right? They say that all the time in the Bible. So once again, this is just her doctrine. Because like this is what I mean though. If you was leaving your body and causing accidents, why would you think that once you stop wanting to be evil, that it's still okay to leave your body? You've only done it for evil. You're gonna think that it's evil. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's her doctrine now. You see what I'm saying? You can't blame her for that.
Now manipulating me. He's using me against God's purpose for my life. So now I come back into my body. As soon as I enter my body, my mom comes and says, "What's wrong with you?" She pushes me. "Can't you see that the car is overturning? Can't you move?" You know? And I'm looking at her. I'm also like waking up from a deep sleep because I've just entered my body. So she's just shaking me and I'm just moving, you know. Wherever she's taking me is where I'm going. But I know I have caused an accident. And I'm also shocked because it's my first time to cause an accident. So I don't know how to open up to her because she's already mad at me. First of all, I've embarrassed her by falling down in church. And yet I'm also upset. I never wanted to go to church. She forced me to go to church. Then now she almost killed me by just pushing my body, because if she had done it before I entered my body, I would have died. Now I became an enemy to my mother. We became enemies because we were in two different worlds and we would not get along. So my mother became my enemy and I also became her enemy. But her, she didn't know. She didn't hate me. She didn't know how to help me. But because she didn't know how to help me, I started hating her. Because whatever she would do was hurting me and it was also putting my life in danger. So now that's how the enemy separated me from someone who was going to help me. You know what the devil does? When he sees you with your destiny helper, he causes confusion and division so that you separate and this person cannot help you.
Divide and conquer.
Oh my God.
So now I can't open up.
I got something for that scripturally. When Adam and Eve were in the garden, Satan's deception came and he sowed the seed of doubt for God, but instantaneously he turned Adam against Eve. And God said, "Hey, what happened?" He said, "It's the woman that you gave me." But just right before, Adam had boasted that this was, you know, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. And the scripture says that he made a helpmate suitable for him. So it is the enemy's MO when he plants deception to turn you against God and to turn you against the very people that God designed and assigned to help you. So that's scriptural. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we were separate with my mom. And so that day I caused 2 accidents. Still, even from there in town, I caused another accident. 2 motorbikes ran into each other. People bled, but people were not dying because I was innocent. I was not a murderer.
Hello, it's kind of like I'm innocent. I'm just making people break their bones. They're not dying now. It's kind of crazy, but she is only 8 years old. She don't know no better. And that's Pete. They get you young, just like with the last guy we watched. Zachary King, I think his name was. They got him when he was young. They get you when you're young. Now, I'm sure they also get you when you're older, too. But a lot of these, like, high-rank, because she was pretty high-ranking, right? A lot of these high-ranking people, they get them when they're young.
My grandmother...
There's another guy we got to watch, too. I watched his story before also, but I'm sure he has many different interviews. But I forgot his name, but that nigga was wild as fuck with his shit, too. He also... pretty much all of them converted to becoming Christian, which... or they become some kind of Christian or Catholic or whatever. They get involved with Jesus. You can't blame them though, because like I said, if I was doing some evil ass shit, I'm gonna go right back to religion. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That just initiated me into something I didn't know. So my intention was not to kill. Always what I wanted to do is to calm down, and I knew that to calm down is to shed blood. So
Interesting though. That's
I
crazy.
think to get to a point where you kill is when your will is also involved. But where they're just using you, you can cause accidents, but people are not dying because you've not.
Hey, y'all see what it says, bro? Donate to my ministry. Nah, I really appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all be sending me stuff on Cash App, bro. I appreciate y'all, bro. I got a recent Cash App too. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna donate to your boy, bro, support the cause, bro. Hit up my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got to. Only do it if it's not gonna hurt your pockets. If it's gonna hurt your pockets, do not donate nothing. But if it's not gonna hurt your pockets and you want to be nice to your boy, you could donate a little something to your boy. But if you can't, just like the video, hype up my videos, watch my ads. You can skip the ads, but you know what I'm saying? Just like when you know what I'm saying, the ads help your boy. That's why I be ads on the video, bro. You know what I'm saying? This vid might have a lot of ads on it because the longer the video gets, the more ads it's gonna have on it. That's just how YouTube works, my nigga. You feel me? So, hey man, support your boy. You feel me?
The devil also needs you to accept, to also participate.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now they knew that at some point, because now my mother also, she would pray for me in as much as we were not so much, bonding as mother and daughter, but she would always pray for me, my brother, my dad. She has been the pillar of the family. She's been holding us in prayer. So because of that, they knew that I was going to be delivered, because now my mother is beginning to realize so many changes. I'm always screaming in my dreams. I'm now
Wow.
I hate my
Yeah,
brother.
wow, right?
I can't sit with her. I don't want to go to church. So she's beginning to connect the dots. It's like something is not right with my child. And what I decided to do is to get me before my mother could do something. So again, with parents, if you see any red flag in your child, act immediately. Don't wait. Because when you say, I'm still observing her, let me take time, I don't want to confront her, I want to be polite, you're doing all that, but the enemy is aggressive. The Bible
Come on.
says,
Yeah, if I see my child doing some shit like this, bro, I'm on that, bro. I'm getting every single freaking essential tool that I have to get this person right again, bro. Because I know how to perform some shit. I could perform some shit. I really can. I could perform some shit. And most of these demons is not gonna outrank me. And I ain't gonna. I was about to say what demon outranks me, but I'm not gonna do that. But it's not a lot of demons gonna outrank me. Not a lot of the most we're gonna have is a small tussle because we the same rank. But I know my imperial rank. I talk about imperial ranks on the Patreon. Go watch that. You feel me? I mentioned it a bit on YouTube too, though. You can check out some sauce on YouTube. But to get like the real in-depth structure of like the imperial ranks, you know, the knight, the duke and duchess, the prince and princess, and the king, you're going to go. And then you also got like the guards, the judges, and the priests, which help you to ascend in your rank on Patreon. Go check that out. You feel me?
since the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffers violence.
And the violent take it
By
by
force.
force.
If I see that my son is possessed, I will start casting out that demon there and then.
Instantly.
Come on.
Because as I'm waiting to gauge, oh, maybe he can allow me to pray for him, maybe he may not feel comfortable, maybe the enemy is not waiting.
Facts.
Come on.
You know, he's taking. So now my auntie, that auntie who was working now with reproductive health, she decides to take me to her place now. I had told my mom I don't want to go to the village. So my mom agreed. She said, next holiday you will stay with me. And now because they were controlling me, they could know even what we are discussing at home, even if they are not at home.
What's coming up?
Wow.
My grandmother was a kind of person who could possess somebody. So when they found out that I'm not going to the village, my auntie came to school, and I just saw the headmistress calling me, and she said that your auntie has come to take you home. I'm like, but I'm supposed to go home, not with my auntie. And is she with my mom? The headmistress said, she said that she spoke to your mom, and your mom has said that you go. But I have not packed my clothes. I don't have anything on me. Why wouldn't they wait for me to get home and then pack? You know,
Can they take this donate joint down? Like, I get it, y'all gotta make y'all money, but I'm like, shit, my nigga. It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah. This is shit. I know it. I can't know it. My bad. I'm not gonna knock your hustle. Get your money, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
it was so quick. She didn't give me any chance to think about it or accept or reject. She just came directly at school because they knew that if I spend any time with my mom, I'm going to end up opening up or getting exposed, and my mom is going to pray. So they could not allow that to happen. And that's what I was asking for. I wanted mom to spend some time with me. But my mom,
Oh my gosh.
yes, because of the financial situation, when my auntie offered to take me for coaching with my cousin brother, my mom felt like that would be good because I'm in a candidate class. It would be good for me to be coached by a teacher from another better school.
I don't want to say L mom, but her mom should have been a bit more vigilant. You know, once again, though, can't blame mom. She said the financial situation, they probably got a lot going on at the crib and stuff like that. Yeah.
Than mine.
It's a crazy
And
situation,
I would be able
man.
to get good grades. So, again,
She just thinking that it's gonna be a good opportunity for her daughter's future and stuff. Not even peeping that's a whole demonic operation happening right in front of her.
I request parents to also be concerned about their children's spiritual growth, in as much as they are concerned about their other physical growth and education and well-being. Also be concerned about their spiritual growth, because if you're investing in their education and in everything, and you're not investing in their spiritual growth, then it's like you're building on sand. They are going to use that same knowledge for self-destruction.
Wait. You said something. Say
Bro, seemed a little bit too happy about that. Hold up.
it again. Say it again. Wait. You said that.
This thing is a little bit too happy about that, ain't he? It's like, oh, this shit's gonna be good. Let me stop. Okay, let me chill. Calm down.
I don't think you heard it. You're investing in your children. You're pouring into your children and training them to destroy themselves. Now they're empowered and educated to destroy themselves. Now, whatever demons that would have came now are going to collaborate with what you invested in. Now the education that you gave them is going to be a tool that they use to destroy themselves.
Yes, that's why you see a mayor is marrying an alligator. A mayor is marrying an alligator.
An alligator. Maybe that's her accent. Maybe a legator, legator, like a legislation. Like, I don't know.
He has the finances, he has the connection, he has the education, but because he doesn't have the fear of God, he's marrying a crocodile.
Okay, no, she meant alligator.
A president marrying a man.
A president, a man is marrying a man. Yes, he's educated, he's connected, he's influential, but he doesn't have the fear of God.
Okay, I get what you. By the way, with this being on, man, y'all. Like I said, I support LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? They could do whatever the freak they want to do. But they do get used for agenda purposes. They probably gonna mention, I think they mentioned that later in this video, right? About how like she was making men become homosexual. Right? Yeah, spreading homosexuality. The reason why they do this is because, so there's a difference between naturally liking the same gender and then also making men feminine for the sake of not being able to defend their territory, right? That's another thing, right? You see, a man and a woman can have such a powerful bond together, right? Where the woman is constantly nurturing the man, constantly caring for the man, and the man feels supported by that woman, and now even increases more inside their strength to protect their household and protect the outside world. Women, if they want to protect, they can protect also. Men, if they want to, they can nurture also. But my point is, right, the dynamic between masculine and feminine energy. You have this feminine supporting force, which is constantly pouring into this masculine sense of direction and protection, which is like a fucking powerhouse, right? Now, with same-sex relationships, you can still get that in a similar way with like one person being more feminine, other one being more masculine, but it's when it's not natural, because even in nature, right, there's animals that practice homosexuality. People always say that being gay and stuff isn't really natural, but it's like if you look at animals, there's animals that are also homosexual, you know what I'm saying? But it's a difference between you naturally just being born that way and then something else making you that way. And now you're acting against your soul's original blueprint. That's the difference. And that's why niggas try to invert people who would not naturally be inverted, right? Because like I said, if you're just naturally born that way, that's different. You're just that was in your soul's template to be gay. But imagine if it's not your soul's template and now you're going the complete opposite direction of what you were meant to do. You feel me? I'm sure there's actually more stuff behind this whole homosexuality stuff, but I do want to say that because I don't want people to feel offended when they mention the negative aspects of homosexuality. Because even with because let's say you're naturally homosexual, at that point, you trying to be heterosexual can actually be causing harm, right? Because you might be like, oh, I can't be myself. People will hate me for being gay and stuff like that. And then because of this, you try to, let's say you're a guy, now you're trying to date women, and you might actually have some resentment towards that woman. You might not even treat that woman correctly. Plus, you don't feel good inside of yourself, and like, you know what I'm trying to say. So it's like going against your nature is the issue. Not that being gay is against nature, but it could be against your nature if you were not meant to be gay. But vice versa, if you were meant to be gay, it goes against your nature to try to be heterosexual. You see? So that's what it's really about, just inverting a person's original nature. Yeah, being gay might not be natural for you, but it can be natural somewhere else. But what they do in the kingdom of darkness is make people and make situations that would not naturally be homosexual become homosexual. You see? And they also make homosexuals feel bad for being naturally homosexual, and they try to make them inverted by having them become heterosexual, and now it causes issues with inside of that situation also. You see what I'm trying to say, bro? It's all it's about.
And he's using all that he has to destroy himself.
But I think what she's saying is the fact that you see the, like with the crocodile shit, you have a girl who's evil getting married to a mayor that has a lot of power. They have a lot of resources to education, and now that low-level woman who's evil is now feeding off of this higher-level man, and I could use that wisdom to empower herself, but in a more demonic way.
They built on sand.
Yeah, so they've built on sand. Yeah.
Have mercy. Have mercy. Keep going. I'm so sorry. I had to stop you both. Wow.
Yeah, so my auntie took me now. We went home. My mom packed
Where we at now?
real quick, and she could not even ask for my opinion.
Oh,
It's
same
good to
separates
interact
Erica
with your
from the
children
soul.
and
Okay,
also see what they want. Even if it,
I will probably watch this part and then maybe this part, and then we're going to end the video. Then we're going to pick up on this stuff next.
it's not against the will of God, sometimes it's also good to allow them to also make some decisions.
My fault.
The will
What
of
was you saying?
So see what they want. Even it's good to interact with your children and also see what they want. Even if it's not against the will of God, sometimes it's also good to allow them to also make some decisions. You know, do you want to go? No. Why don't you want? I want to stay with you. That's okay. But me, they did not allow me to decide. They just packed, and I was used to that situation. I sat in the car. The clothes were brought, so I felt like again my mother has let me down. I requested her to spend some time with her during holidays, and she has handed me over to my auntie. And now I'm a child, I cannot decide for myself. So again, I have to go. And my auntie drove me. She was scolding, shouting at me for wanting to expose them and violating the family things and trying to think that I'm smarter than them and all that. That's the whole trip. And now we get home and she shows me some of her charms, the charms in her bedroom and all that. You can play with everything, but don't touch. This is our family. This is charms. So
Charms are witchcraft.
witchcraft.
Paraphernalia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's funny, there's a cereal called Lucky Charms, but I digress.
Yeah, come on, talk about it.
Chill on me, bro. That's my favorite cereal as a kid, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Growing up and maturing is realizing. See, this is y'all. Some of y'all gonna feel me on this shit so hard. Other ones is not gonna feel me. Growing up and becoming more mature is realizing that Cinnamon Toast Crunch might actually be better than Lucky Charms. I said it. As a kid, I love me some Lucky Charms. I don't eat cereal now. That shit's not healthy at all. But as a kid, I love me some Lucky Charms. Then I realized that Cinnamon Toast Crunch might be a bit better and that I only like the marshmallows anyway. Now, what's really good is fucking Fruity Pebbles. Y'all ever had the pink box, the birthday kit Fruity Pebbles, bro? Crack. Crack. Literal crack in a box. Haven't had that shit in years. Since I was with my ex, actually. That's been years ago, my nigga. She introduced me to that shit. That shit was good as fuck, I'm not gonna lie.
And just so you guys know, I am Nigerian, so I know these two.
Yes. Yeah. So
Wow.
at my auntie's place, she tells me that I'm not going to use my mother's clothes. Whatever she has packed for me, I just keep it somewhere in my cousin brother's room. And she has some new clothes for me. And the new clothes for me were what my mother was calling demonic. They were indecent. You know, those
Because she's mad young. I hope they better not be putting this 8-year-old in some booty shorts, gang.
revealing clothes. I was coming from a Christian home where we dress decently. You don't listen to secular music.
I mean, even though like these people are obviously evil, so of course they would do this. It's like I could never have my child wearing some freaky ass clothes, bro. My child not wearing no goddamn booty shorts, no fucking 8 years old, bro. Now if they grow up and she becomes a grown ass woman and she want to wear some booty shorts, I cannot stop her. You feel me? But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not jacking that, bro. Like, for as long as I can, bro. You could look nice. I'm gonna get you. Like, look, I know how to dress. Y'all be seeing me in the robe a lot because I just be waking up. You know what I'm saying? I be waking up out of bed. You know what I'm saying? Brush the teeth, wash the face, and I just hop on video with the robe on, right? I do wash my robe though. I'm doing laundry today, actually. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you guys will be seeing this robe a lot. Get used to it, my nigga. This is my signature at this point. You feel me? The robe with the, you feel me? Get used to it, my nigga. But nigga, I got me some drip. I've actually met a couple of y'all in person, and y'all niggas seen the drip. Yeah, it was this one girl. She was like, this nigga got the fucking, I forgot what she said, but she was like, this nigga got the turban to match the, you feel me? Like, yeah, I put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? I put that shit on. So I'd have my daughter in some drip, but not no revealing drip, not no booty shorts drip. The way my girl dressed, she gonna be looking like my girl, cause my girl be having some drip, but she look real nice and elegant, and real graceful. Ooh, that's my baby. She in the room right behind me. I wanna go see her right now, but I gotta make this video. Yeah, man.
You don't drink, you don't smoke. It's only Jesus in the home.
Yes.
But now here at my auntie's place, there is alcohol and wines in the refrigerator.
Is she drinking it?
If I want to smoke, there is some cigarettes in some corner. And then
You're like 8. The oldest she is 11 at this point. I think she's still like 8 or 9, my nigga.
my auntie is now making me dress like a small prostitute.
How old were you at this time?
I was
Yeah.
11.
Gang. 11-year-old sipping wine, smoking cigarettes, and looking like a prostitute? Nah, son.
Wow.
Nah, son.
So-
Nah, son.
Life
Nah,
is
son.
beginning now to get
Like I get these niggas is evil and shit like that, but it's like, come on.
from bad to worse. I only thought maybe they wanted me for witchcraft. But what I did not understand is this new life they are introducing me to. And then she takes me to see my cousin brother, the one she said I'm going to be doing coaching with. And my cousin brother doesn't seem like he's going to come to my auntie's place. He said, what did mommy tell you? Mommy said that I'm coming so that we can do coaching together. He laughed. He said, mommy lied to you. I'm not coming home. So what I'm going to do, I know you did not carry your books. I said, yes. And then he said, you see, mommy is competing with you. She doesn't want you to perform better than me. But me, I know that everybody has a different future. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lend you my book. But don't show mommy that you have my book. You'll be revising my book. You know, that's my cousin brother. You know how children are innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I go to my auntie's
Probably like a demonic witchcraft book, right?
place. Alcohol, cigarettes, secular music. The world is just now in my face. And I'm a teenager. And the first time I see pornography in my auntie's house, that's where there is pornographic content. Because she's a family planning doctor. And I'm seeing all sorts of things that are for 18 and above. And now, like, I feel as a youth, I'm feeling like there is more freedom here because I can watch whatever I want to watch. But what I don't know is that they are now programming my life a certain way.
Don't this sound similar to what happened to that one dude, Zachary King, bro? Don't that sound very similar? They had Zachary King might have had it worse. 'Cause they had him performing inside of Little Kid Corn. You know what I'm saying? And they had him doing like more than just cigarettes and alcohol. That nigga was doing like fucking ecstasy and shit. I'm pretty sure. Like that nigga was popping pills. Zachary might have had it worse, but that don't mean that this shit not bad. It's they get really similar with this shit.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
she tells me, this weekend I'm taking you to a party, but don't tell your dad. As we are going to enjoy, I brought you here so that we can have fun. But I remember what my cousin is telling me. Mommy doesn't want you to perform better than me. She wants you to fail. So I have to, even if my aunt is promising heaven on earth, I have to listen to my cousin brother because we are so connected and I know he cannot lie to me. So I have to balance. When aunt is around, I smile. When she goes, I revise. When she comes back, we drink. When she's not around, I'm revising. So I'm balancing. But I don't know that I'm fooling myself because if you compromise, the enemy has you, you know. So
Come on.
yeah, my auntie starts taking me to parties for adults. You know, there are adults who are drinking and saying all sorts of rubbish. And now that's when she's introducing me to these celebrities in our country, secular artists. And I'm now beginning to feel like, yeah, now I know the big people in the city. I know these celebrities now, my friend. This one is my friend. My parents are boring. They don't know how to enjoy life. You know, they are so.
Well, hold on.
Hallelujah
Now you're
all
making
the
me
time.
think.
You know, that is
My kids say my parents are boring. My kids are saying my parents are boring. Don't tell me that.
Why would you brag about that?
That's a red flag.
Yeah,
That is a red flag.
yeah.
Why
So
would this nigga laughing about that shit, nigga? Your kid fucking with Satan. Let me not say that. I'm joking now. This is serious. But why would you? It's not funny, nigga.
now beginning to experience this life where you're free to do whatever you want to do. But what I don't
Oh my
know
gosh.
is that I'm heading towards destruction. I'm even going deeper and deeper. And that my life started changing. My brother joined us later, but he saw that I was listening. He was always reporting me, Mommy, she's listening to ungodly music. Daddy, she's doing this. And I'm looking at him as a snitch. Now I don't even want to deal with him. Now my elder cousin brother is sending me to take letters to his girlfriends. And now, you know, because we are all below 18, and if they see him in their compound, he will be a suspect. So I'm the one that they are using to send love letters. So my life is.
Oh my God.
I'm now a pastor's child, but now my life is becoming the opposite of what my parents would want to see me turn into. So now by the time I get back home after that holiday, I'm a new person. I left all the clothes that I went with at my auntie's. In fact, we burnt them. I came back with a new sets of clothes, transparent, revealing, and that was life for me. And when, like, on weekends at school, they would allow us to go in our normal clothes, like you don't have to put on school uniform. So the teachers got concerned. They told my mom, your daughter is not dressing her age. The way she's dressing these days, that's not an 11-year-old. We are concerned. And then she's a brilliant child. She performs well, but her performance is beginning to go down. And this is worrying us because she's supposed to be improving, not declining in performance. And then also the kind of friends your daughter is now getting are the friends you wouldn't want for your daughter. So they thought maybe I'm changing because of age, but they didn't know that my auntie had planted a wrong seed in me.
Wow.
And what they were seeing is the result of me.
They didn't notice that she was different when she came back. This is kind of wild. Her mom didn't notice that she was different when she came back from auntie crib. Come on now.
Spending time with an unbeliever. And I was now manifesting whatever my auntie had sowed in me. And now,
oh my gosh,
my mom is paying for teachers to come and give me private lessons, and I'm not attending, and I'm not interested in class anymore. And now we are going to sit for our...
You see, you already was told that your daughter manifested demons in church. You see that she's declining. I know the whole that she was 8 years old when that happened. So it's been 2 years since then, 3 years. So maybe you forgot about that. But it's just, you don't see the signs. You're not aware of who auntie is, who grandma is, what they get into. You're not. Come on now.
Mock exams, and this musician is going to launch his album, and the concert happens to be close.
What was you talking about?
Class anymore, and now we are going to sit for our mock exams, and this musician is going to launch his album, and the concert happens to be close. The venue happens to be close to our home, and those days they would be in open roof cars, and they're advertising, and people are following, crowds are following. And my mom, no matter what she told me, I wasn't ready to listen. This is my celebrity. She's just...
Okay, so she has mock exams to do, but she sees that a concert is about to happen with her favorite celebrity. Okay.
It's right there. Everybody's running. I have to go. This is my star.
Yes.
So what I didn't know is that I was headed for destruction. So I ran with my young brother. We get to the concert, and now, this time, something terrible happened to me. As I told you, I was astro projecting. I would astro project, get out of my body, do assignments, and come back. This time, the enemy separated my soul from my body for good. And he started... I'm going to explain about how they can separate somebody's soul from the body and now control the body using the soul, because the soul is what has your emotions, your will, and your mind. It's built in the soul, and your soul is your spiritual body. It looks exactly like you.
Your soul is your spiritual body.
Yes, it's exactly like you.
Show y'all something real quick. Go pull it up, right? The chart. Y'all niggas cannot avoid the chart, my nigga. You have your awareness right here, right? You have the consciousness, you have the mind, and then you have the actual form that your soul takes on, which looks similar to your body. Now, the emotions are down here. The emotions are part of the body, but the emotions are rooted inside of the thoughts within inside of the mind. Y'all can't avoid this chart, nigga. Fuck you mean.
We see... What you see here, this is the body, and this is like this. It's like this coat. I'm putting on this coat, but Erica is putting on this coat. So if I get this coat and put it on the line, a person will say, "This is Erica's coat," That's why when a person dies, they said that is Erica's body. Because Erica is no longer there. Now, the soul is the spiritual body. And that soul is destined to either hell or to heaven, depending on the choices that we make while we are still in this body. So the only way to heaven is through Jesus. And you can only
Hey, what does Jesus mean? Jesus means salvation. Christ means anointing, right? Jesus Christ is the salvation which comes from anointing through knowing your true self. Now, of course, these people read it like Jesus Christ is a person that you got to follow, and then you go to heaven. But it's really his teachings. His teachings were meant to give you the anointing of who you truly are.
accept him when you're still in the body. But you get out of the body and you've not accepted him, there is no other chance. And the soul is connected to the body through what they call a silver cord. And that is
Through the silver cord is really the etheric body, right? Pretty much the etheric body is right here, right? The etheric body is right here. Your soul's form is right here. The form that your soul takes on, because you have your soul, the mind, and the actual form of the soul. That form is connected to the actual body through the etheric body, which is what the silver cord actually is. Yeah.
broken at death. And when that silver cord
The etheric body is broken at death because your etheric body holds the life force energy from your soul and its character, which feeds the body, right? That's why the emotions you experience within inside the body come from the worldview and self-image that you have. If you view the world as a victim, you feel like a victim, and now your body experiences life as a victim. Once the etheric body gets cut off, there's no more life force, which connects the soul and the character of the soul to the body. Therefore, you die. This is the real silver cord right here. It's not actually a cord, but rather it's an etheric body that actually provides life force to your body, which comes from your soul and the character of your soul. Facts.
is not broken and your soul is separated from the body, there are chances of your soul being restored. That's why David says he restores my soul. Because there's a chance through Jesus for your soul to be restored. The soul can be messed with in various ways. There are people who have a fragmented soul because of the circumstances around their lives. But there are those people, the trauma, they've been abused and all that. So they are so, like, you find, like, I'll give this example because now this is public knowledge. Like R. Kelly, his experience
Yes.
of molesting young girls and boys and all that. But when you look into his life when he was young, you know that he was also molested by, is it a relative? Yeah, so because of that, he's having a fragmented soul and
Soul
he has
fragments,
no
yeah.
emotions towards any human being. Whatever happened to him is recycling. It's coming
I
back
made a vid-
and
oh,
he's
what
hurting
the heck?
other people because
I
of
could
his
do that? Hold up. So if I click on this shit right here and I press the space bar, how did that just happen? Wow, I could just use the space bar to bring this bitch up and down. I did not know that shit. Anyway, what I was going to say was I made a video about soul fragments and how trauma could create a soul fragment. Go watch that video. It's in my spiritual basics playlist. Fuck, I did not mean to do that. There we go.
state, the state of his soul. And only Jesus can mend
Let's see. So
that
we're gonna-
kind of soul.
We'll finish
For a
this
person
part.
to know that
We'll finish the Satan separates Erica from the body, and then we'll go. Then we'll end this video and we'll pick it up again as celebrities losing their souls.
I was abused, and whoever abused me was from the devil. And I don't have to pass this abuse on to another child. Nobody deserves to go through what I went through. It only takes Jesus. If a person knows that they were infected with HIV and the person who infected them was used of the devil, and they do not also have to infect another person. The people you see infecting people intentionally is because they are broken and they only need Jesus to mend them and to get them to a place where now they can understand and differentiate.
That's true though. They need the anointing of who they truly are. They need to actually experience their divine nature to return back to that soul fragment which they lost. They must become anointed and know who they truly are. That's what that really means. Facts.
Between light and darkness. But if they're in that state, they are still in darkness and they need help. So now for me, I was used to getting out of my body and coming back, But that time, this musician, the devil used him because he was friends with my auntie. That time my auntie is taking me to meet celebrities. My auntie was selling me. So I was sold also by my relatives. And there are many people who have been sold by...
I don't think she means like, because you know some people get sold like sexually. I don't think she means that though.
the people that are close
I think she means like selling the soul,
to them.
quote
So
unquote.
to cut the whole story short, when I went to the car, I see this musician. People are looking for him because he and the brother look alike. So people are mistaking the brother for him. But because I knew the brother, we had met during holidays, I was looking for this musician. And when I went to the car, he was able to get my soul out of the body and cage it in a glass.
What?
Yes, my soul was caged in a glass. And I was caged in that glass until I turned 18. So those are the Erica Part 1, 7 years in hell experience, the things I talk about in my first book. So my soul was caged in a glass, and you see, the soul understands everything because it's your emotions, it's your mind, it's your will. So there's nothing like when they took me in a glass, I did not know whatever was happening. I knew whatever was happening. The only difference is I no longer had control over my body. And they were using the soul to control my body. And many people are caged.
I'm trying to think about what I guess this would be a soul fragment. Also, like a part of your soul is trapped, observing a certain aspect of like when you get traumatized, right? Your soul at the highest level being the awareness, which eventually forms a mind, its own will, then emotion, right? The soul, the awareness is usually trapped observing that trauma, and now the part of your soul which is observing that trauma can no longer work through the body, and when it does, it's doing it in an unconscious way. So I would assume that this is similar to that, where a part of her soul, right, and I would assume a large part of her awareness, which is attached to the character of Erica, is likely being fragmented from her and is stuck observing herself being trapped inside this glass, which I'm assuming the glass is a form of a stronghold, right? I made a video about demonic strongholds, principalities, and demonic territories on Patreon. Strongholds encapsulate the mind. They're pretty much certain ideologies and mindsets which keep you trapped. So I would assume that her awareness and her character was in a stronghold created by certain beliefs and ideologies, and because of that, she couldn't use her will to affect the body because she's stuck inside this mental stronghold. That's what I would assume that is.
Because of time, I may not be able to go into the many people who are caged. But one thing that happened to me when I went to, I'm going to explain to you what happened next. But when I was caged and put in a prison in hell, I saw other people whose souls were caged. And a man will tell you, my wife caged me. I'm here because of my wife. I loved her so much. She caged me.
Wow.
I'm in this bondage because of my wife.
Wow.
She controls everything.
Wow.
She controls my finances. She controls my everything.
That makes sense too. Cause when you so back to the chart, right? Let's look at the chart real quick. This chart's actually important for what I was talking about. So demonic principalities are right here. Strongholds are right here. Demonic territories right here. Strongholds are at this 3 spot. What's the 3? The astral plane, right? You have strongholds. See, the mind is right here, right? So the stronghold's created mentally, but then you enter it inside the astral plane. So it makes sense. I just said it was probably a stronghold, and she said that she was seeing other people. She's seeing stuff that's definitely the astral. So there's likely a demonic stronghold that was first impregnated inside of her mind and then manifested inside the astral through her visual experiences. Makes sense. Probably a stronghold.
I'm walking, but I'm dead. You know, I wish I knew better not to trust her. Me, I was there because of my relatives. I was crying. You know, when you're entering that prison and you're screaming, they say, now you're just new. Just like you enter these physical prisons. In those prisons, you go when you're screaming, Mommy, Daddy. They're like, calm down. You just get used. Who brought you here? Who is the reason as to why you're there? then you tell them, then they also tell you their experiences, and now you comfort one another, and you just get used to the enslavement.
This is really interesting.
So I was enslaved. My soul was caged, and when he
This means
caged
that-
my soul, he tried to
Fuck.
convince me and my brother to enter the car physically. But
This means that it must be this must have been a greater part of her awareness that was super attached to her character that got. This is some crazy shit, not gonna lie.
because my brother was obedient, he restrained me and said,
And we're gonna assume that all this is true. Whenever I watch videos like this, although they could be lies, I assume that everything is true just for the sake of entertainment. But my personal opinion on this, I think that she is telling the truth, to be honest. Only because her experience sounds very similar to things I've learned out of body and through meditation, right? Like I could use like I've seen videos like this where people are like clearly lying about certain shit, and I don't believe that shit. But this one I can actually believe. Like her, like this girl, Zachary King, and another guy I want to react to. They seem like they're telling the truth of their experience, right? They're just telling us through a certain lens that they currently understand. Because even when you work with these demons, they have their own different ways of viewing reality, viewing the soul, the structure of the soul, the structure of reality. They have their own views about this shit. Like they really do. Like they don't always see it like me. I'll talk about the 12 planes, right? They might have the 14 hells. You know what I'm saying? That might be what it is for them. Like demons have their own certain structures with how they operate, and they talk about different aspects of the soul and the spirit in very different kinds of ways and stuff like that, which usually are not the most accurate because once again they're demons and they don't have access to higher wisdom. Therefore, what they're saying, I can find the truth inside what they're saying, but it's not always the full truth of certain things because they're very limited inside their wisdom and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So she has learned things from the kingdom of evil, as well as learn things from Christianity. It's just putting all that together inside one, which means that the way that she says things and the way which she experiences things is going to sound a bit different to other people that understand certain higher truths because she has not accessed those higher truths because she was stuck inside demonic shit and then she went to Christianity and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then plus when you work with demons, bro, your experience of life becomes so different, bro. Like it probably, I doubt that it's not possible for you to eventually leave and be trapped somewhere, especially if you believe that you're trapped. Like I'm sure that she believed that she was trapped, which is why she was probably trapped. You know what I'm saying? If she understood her true divine nature, this would never happen. But at the same time, if she understood her true divine nature, none of this shit would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Before the whole entire caging event. You feel what I'm trying to say? So, yeah.
our parents told us not to enter strangers' cars. So I'm going to report you and I'm not going to enter. So my brother restrained me from entering the car. And as he was restraining me, the lady who would take care of us came and she held us and took us back home. But they took me back home without a soul. So I want to talk about my soul now. I talk about my body. Then I'll be able to tell you how I got delivered so that people can understand. So, yeah, so for those 7 years, my soul was separated from my body. So my body was doing other things and my soul was also doing other things. Mm-hmm. And now God also rescued me in his own way. That's why I say I am so grateful to God for the gift of salvation, and I'm so grateful to him for a second chance, because on rare occasions do people who get deep like I was have the chance and an opportunity of coming back. You've seen celebrities
Right.
cry for their souls. They even come out and confess when they are crying and they say, I saw.
Because you could pray to God and have a real experience. You can only imagine when she probably prayed to God one day, had a real experience, nigga. I wouldn't go back either, man. Nigga, what the fuck?
Of my
Facts.
soul. And they even die before being restored. But me, Jesus had mercy on me. And I'll forever and forever be grateful to Jesus for the second chance that
Can
he
you
gave
blame
me
her?
for restoring my
Thank
soul.
you.
Yeah, so with this celebrity, we went to the source of the Nile. I showed my husband, we are coming from Uganda, so I showed him the route that we took with that celebrity. With my soul, him is physical, because at a certain point, after they initiated me, I started now working with them also physically. So what people were seeing was Erica with celebrities. What they didn't know is what made Erica to be with the celebrities. What made Erica to be with the celebrities is because Erica had become their slave. Erica was in a glass. So whatever these celebrities were telling Erica to do is what Erica was doing. And many people have been bound by celebrities.
What?
Many people have lost their souls due to celebrities.
All right. We're going to end that right. Actually, no, we have 50 more. We have 10 more seconds.
And these celebrities are puppets. They are serving the devil. They have sold their souls to the devil. Any celebrity who does not acknowledge Jesus to be the source of their status or wealth or whatever they think they have, that celebrity has so. They may say, I want to thank God. Which God?
Which God, right? Because, I mean, the God, the Bible, Yahweh, is really not who we think he is. The true Most High God is not Yahweh. And that's what Christ was also trying to tell you niggas too. No cap. But, yeah, I'm going to end this video right here. This was a lot of shit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will be back with a part 4 of this reaction. Go watch the previous ones if you haven't. They are pretty fucking crazy, just like this one. I'm going to end this video right here. I love you. Catch my next video. Peace the freak out. You smell me.